think the best way to combat irregular warfare or adversarial use of irregular techniques is through education. We can educate our society, our civic leaders, and then our allies and partners, and of course our own Department of Defense, in the things that our adversaries are doing against us. I think that's the best way that we can do that, and just simply being aware of some of the things that they're trying to do. It's in the newspapers every day, and really just taking the time. Of course, not everyone reads the newspapers, but take the time to educate the folks and the things that are already happening, and just to make them aware of that. There's always a concern in Washington over resources, and when you introduce something that's relatively new to folks, although IW isn't new, but when you start talking about something that is a little bit not the traditional norm, people are concerned about resources. So they don't want to lose resources for a particular project or a particular way of doing things, but that is one of the things that I'm trying to alleviate the concern over, because irregular warfare is not an expensive endeavor, and I think we're slowly starting to bring folks into that way of thinking, to at least give us the opportunity to prove the concept. Well, I think there's been a lot of great things discussed here. The proof is always in the after party, right? It's just like, if you've done these things and you've talked about them, what are you going to do next? I think Colonel Brown has a good plan to sort of capture everything that was discussed. He's told me this morning that he's going to do that, and then sort of make a plan of action to actually operationalize some of the things. And we're going to help with that as well. Some of the folks that we met this morning in the areas that we're interested in the contested logistics field, and in the critical resources and minerals, we're going to take this sort of to the next level and find ways to actually integrate that into the things that we're doing internationally.